How you doing? We're on a trip. No, not down the Mississippi, but we're on I-90, Stevens Pass. I just came over the hump. Just left rain, and looks like the weather's breaking. Starting to see hints of blue sky. So we're on a mission. We're on a mission from God. We're going tractor pulling. It's the first pull of the year. As you've seen in some of the earlier videos from late last year, our last pull was in Moses Lake, Washington. That was early October. Today is April 26, 2024, and we're headed for Othello. But first, we have to make a stop. We need snacks. Well, we're here. We're here for snacks. I love this little town. It's Cle Elum, Washington. This next stoplight, there used to be you turn right and zigzag back over towards the old railroad. So there's an old train station that was saved, and then a barbecue joint went in there, and we really enjoyed stopping here for barbecue, lunch, dinner, whichever. But they moved to the next town, so now they're in Ellensburg. So we're not stopping here for lunch. Besides, it's 8:30 in the morning. So this tractor pull I'm going to is about 4.5 hours away. So like I said, though, we're here for snacks. It's a cute little town just off I-90. Right up here, I mean, just look at all these brick buildings. Love it. One of these buildings has an old John Deere painting on the wall, but you can only see it if you're going the other way, and it might be this one right here. But anyway, we're on the hunt for snacks. So right up here on the right is Owen's Meats. So I gotta find a place to park. Oh, maybe right here. Alright, we're gonna park here and we're gonna go get some snacks. Well, before we go get snacks, let's do a quick walk around. Had to stop once to tighten chains. Pretty dang tight. That's tight. So we're good. It looks like they're doing some work on the street, sidewalks. You got a fish market, you got Mike's Tavern. Over on the other side of the corner is the Cle Elum Bakery. Good food there too. Me and the family, when we're traveling together, we like to try and stop here and get something to eat. But like I said, with that barbecue place moved, I don't know what we're gonna do. This Cle Elum's a easy town to get off the freeway. It's a straight shot right through town, and it takes you right back to the freeway. So yeah, it's a nice place. Truck, trailers, motorhomes, whatever you got. Plenty of room. Side streets for parking. Well, I don't think I'm going to take you in, although they do have a vending machine here at Owen's Meats. Nice window display. There we go. There's the good stuff. Even says so on the label. We got some jerky, The good stuff's got different cheeses, different pepperoni, meat, jalapeno, mild pepperoni, spicy all beef. I'm gonna go for the good stuff. So I'm gonna get my money out and get me a snack. All right, we're making another stop. We are gonna top off with fuel here in Thorp. It's a Shree, S-H-R-E-E. It's a truck stop, fuel station. And there's also the Thorp fruit stand, which is right over there. So we're going to top up with fuel because, well, travel your route enough, you know that fuel prices are always decent in some places, and this is one of those places. Get topped up with fuel. We're not going to go into the antique mall fruit stand today. We'll hit that on the way home. So let's go get topped off. Hey, we made it. It's just a big field out in the middle of eastern Washington. Here's our track right there, line up of tractors. Everybody's getting set up. There's our sled. There's the tractors that we passed a little bit ago. I believe we are still parking out back of Waters Tractors. Yes, we are. So Waters Tractors, that is a parts supplier, tractor salvage. If you need it, they can get it. So, hey, there's that big old Ford that and the Massey. The big Ford and Massey were here 2 years ago when I was here. Good grief. All right, let's get this thing parked and we'll start getting unloaded. Well, we're here, we're unloaded, we weighed in, we signed up, paid our dues for 2 days. We're here in Othello, Washington. That's O-T-H-L-E-O. Yeah. You can see we're in the middle of kind of the desert, but it's all been turned into farmland here. Across the road, everywhere. We've got I don't know, about 20 tractors here, unlimited hooks. Got some fast stuff, got some slow stuff. Got some late arrivals going into way up. We got some people from out of town. From Georgia, and I'm not sure where else, but I haven't met everybody just yet. Anyway, if we get a chance to talk to them when the day is over, or at some point, we'll do that. Until then, we're about ready for a driver's meeting, and then we're gonna start pulling. So let's hang tight. Let's get going. Well, we're just getting done with chip draw. We're doing a ladder bracket class again. Today's ladder bracket, and then after that we're gonna have King of the Hill. I remember what I think it's 3750 King of the Hill, then 5,000 pound King of the Hill. Ladder bracket is 3,200 and 5,000 pound, and I can't make 3,200 with the WC, so we're gonna throw everything on it and go 5,000 pound. I got to throw all my weights back on. I thought I was ready for the day, but since I thought they're doing King of the Hill first, but they're not. So, you know, whatever. You just throw weights on, throw them back off, and throw them back on, and that's how we get our workout, right? So, Yep, I'll be doing that for the next few minutes. Well, if you can't tell by my breathing, or the lack thereof, I'm short on oxygen. Got the rest of the way thrown on. I don't have enough to make 5,000, so I'm just going to throw everything on. Should be right around 4,500, so that's close enough. I'm not going to win. I know I'm not going to win the 5,000 pound class anyway, even if I had all the weight. The gears on this, or the size tires, however you want to look at it, it's a pretty tall first gear. I should go down to, I'd like to try a 13.638. Won't look as cool, but it should give me a better first gear. That, or I've heard if I change rear ends to a, come on guys, help me out, is it a W, it's a WC tractor now, it's a WF, is that right? I don't remember. I'm not an Alice guy, so it's not what I work on, not what I play with. Anyway, they're starting to fire tractors up. Let's get over to the track and see if they're ready to go. Okay, first tractor's pulling up to the sled. It should be 3,000 pound or 3,200 pound ladder bracket. As always, if you've seen tractor pulls, the first hook of the day is always kind of a test hook. They haven't pulled on this track for a year, which again, it's just a field, just the edge of the field. Out there's the center pivot, and this worked up area, that is where the actual field is. So this is just the edge of the field. So first tractor will be kind of a test hook. If it works out, they'll count it. If not, they'll bring him back and reset the sled. So we'll wait for the green light and get started. We've got the little Ford stopped at 122 feet.
Alrighty, looks like we're under our way right now. We're gonna keep that hook there, Oscar. We're gonna try to reset and give. We're gonna reset. Yeah, we'll reset. We're gonna reset. Okay.
Okay. If you didn't hear that, they're gonna reset the sled, and they'll give him another shot. As he only went 122 feet, and I think we have a 300-foot track today. So, yeah, they're gonna back him up to start over. So he went from one extreme to the other. He did a full pull without any struggle. They will not have to fix the track this time. So they'll bring him back. They'll reset the sled a little bit tighter. Not too much. But they'll get the sled reset. They'll bring him back. Alright, for those that haven't seen my videos and tractor pulls, or at least not on the east side of the mountains, of the Cascade Mountains here in eastern Washington, they have a weight and footage or distance on the sled, and then down here you have your mile per hour. So it's a 3 mile an hour class. There's a white fence post right there that you can go over the speed limit up to that post, but after that you're DQ'd. So yeah, what else? They're talking about rules for if you have 18 438s and the 4 mile an hour class for the bracket class, then it's a 10-foot deduction off the end of your hook. So with my old Crusty H, I came within I think 3 feet of beating a big bad Ford with 18 438s after the 10-foot reduction. So got me by 13 feet, but minus 10, you get 3. I was close, so it really does even up the field. All right, here's Roger's third try. Okay, now they got them stopped. So right here, this pole here, that indicates full pole. That's 285 feet. Roger went on that little Ford 273 feet. Basically 274. So, if you don't know, if you haven't experienced a ladder bracket is just like any other bracket, I guess. You got Roger there is going to pull off against another tractor, and if you win, you move on to the next round. So this is the first round. Yeah, there you go. It's first round. If you win against your competitor, you move on to the next round until the winner is the whole class is decided. So. Lindsay put the clutch in at 279.
279.
Yeah, 279. So good hook. Yeah, I know. They said track full pole's 285, but she put the clutch in, so we'll see if anybody can beat her. Well, and really that put Lindsay into the next round. She won her round. She doesn't have to beat everybody all at once.
279.50 for Lindsay. She'll move on to the next round.
Yeah, we'll see her in the next round. All right, horn tooted. Got a full pole. Nice hook for that little H. And really, that's not H engine. Ah, secret's out. You heard the horn, that's another full pole. Yeah, let's take a look anyway. They honked the horn at 287. Got that H stopped at 275 feet. stopped in a little case, 267 feet. So the Farmer H will be moving on to the next round.
I saw that before.
So 254 feet for Dan on the little LCA. He'll be up against, it looks like Farmwell 200. Let's see who shows up. Stopped at 200 feet. So the little LCA is moving on to the next round. The little Farmwell 200 is done. Well, at least for now. We'll see what else they signed up for today. So next round, looks like we got a little Ford coming up. Josh stopped 270, let me get out of the way, 273 feet. So he's the first hook in his pair. He went 264 feet. So Josh from Kansas is going to move on to the next round. Gets stopped at 252 feet. Zach on the little Alice 330 or Moline 335 gets stopped at 248 feet. So
the next round.
Yeah, who was that just hooked?
Lauren, you're back up again, but this time you're on your Farmwell C.
Zach is out, and the other tractor that just hooked is on to the next round. Oh,
and I just got reminded, if you guys get hungry,
Super
inside
66
the shop
moves
over
on.
there is some.
Boy, it is beautiful out here today at this pole. Look at that lush green grass. See the center pivot. I don't know if you can tell, but that center pivot is on. This one right here, closest to us, it was on. Still spraying a little water. One off in the distance. All making hay out here. Absolutely gorgeous. Blue skies. It's supposed to be about 66 degrees today. But for some reason, on this side of the mountains, under 70 degrees, I can get sunburned. I know it happened about 3 years ago. 2 years ago. A miserable drive home. Driving into the sun with the sun beating on my arms, I was fried. All right, next round. Just went 253 feet. And get this, Lauren on the Farmall C, he also was the same person that was driving that Oliver Super 66. He entered 2 tractors into this bracket class. Then of course we're sitting there filling out our paperwork, and he's wondering, the heck am I going to do if I enter 2? Is it legal? I think there's only one way to find out, just to enter both of them. Then you start trying to figure out, well, what happens if he's in a pull-off against himself?
So just a quick,
which one does he want to win?
So
he can sandbag the other tractor and make sure the one that he wants to win wins. So there's no money involved, so it's no big deal. Just for fun. So, all right, I think we have a Super C coming up next. Pull against Lauren on the Farmall C. Jack on the Farmall C just went 262 feet, and Jack is moving on to the next round. $218 is what Bobby gets stopped at on her little Farmall DM. Oh, the little Ford's having problems. 135. Nope.
133.63. 133.63.
You heard it here. 133 feet.
Roger Smithheiser. Too many Rogers.
Rogers out. Bobby moves on to the little Farmall BM.
Second round.
And we're moving on to the second round.
Round 2.
Okay, second round, first pair, but Lindsay is on a buy run, meaning she has no competition. She just can't DQ herself. Otherwise, it sounds like she's out. She could have pulled it 1 foot and been done, but here she goes. Makes for a good test pass. Make sure you got your weight right. The tires are supposed to work. Lindsay got stopped at 259 feet. Farmall H goes 265 feet. Hey, while we're waiting for the next hook, I forgot to mention who's putting this pull on. This tractor pull is being put on by the Columbia Valley Antique Power Association. We're here at Mark and Dallin. We're here at Mark and Diane Valentine's farm, which happens to be right next door to Waters Tractors, where you can get a lot of tractor parts, used, new, mostly used, tractor salvage. Anyway, they made mention of a different straight tractor. I can't remember what they had in Moses Lake, but it's a great little club. If you're in Eastern Washington, if you want to support the club, or if you're anywhere, look them up on Facebook. They are on Facebook. If you're within reach of any of their tractor poles, come on out. Love to have you. Grow the sport, get more people involved. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids. Let's have some fun in the sun. Wait, what? Did I just say fun in the sun? Was that too cheesy? Oh well. Dad jokes. Dan goes 248 feet on the little Alice Super CA. I'm right here on the edge of the track. Here's the cones sloughed off to the ditch and then the road. I don't have much area to walk, so sometimes I'm walking on part of the track. I have to watch where the tractor's going. That one I could see his front tires starting to plow dirt headed towards me, so I knew I was going to get cut off. Anyway, it's a good hook for Dan. I think Dan moves on. Pretty sure. We'll find out if he shows up in the next round. Well, shoot. I'm not sure if I caught that or not. The camera's acting up. It's like a blank screen, but it was turned on, and so I had to pull the battery and restart the phone. So Josh from Kansas on that little Ford, he went 247 feet. And I think he's up against Lauren on the little Oliver Super 66. So just finish up this pair. Goes 268 feet. Well, Oliver goes on to the next round. Well, I'm going to apologize now because I'm sure I'm not going to get all the hooks recorded. Whether a camera malfunction or I'm pulling too, so I got to go get my tractor started and to the line eventually, and then I got to pull it, and I might miss some of the others, but I'm trying to get as many as I can. So hang tight, enjoy what I can show, and it looks like we're ready for the next pair. Here we go. Goes 250 feet. The little Farmall BN gets stopped at 207 feet. 7.3. Lindsay on the Farmall 230 gets stopped at 255 feet. She is the first one down the track for the semifinal round. First one, first pair. I believe she's pulling against the Farmall H. Goes 252 feet. I believe Ward is going to move on to the championship rounds. Goes 261 feet. All right, so the one I said semifinals wasn't the semifinals. Apparently the Oliver's in the semifinals. So I think we have one more pair to go before we figure out who's going to be in the championship round. Stop 259 feet.
Yeah, here he comes in with a 269.
So the final is determined. They just announced it. Lindsay on the little Farmall 230 against the Oliver 66, and that will determine the winner of this 3,200 pound bracket class. Sets the mark at 243 feet for Lauren on the Oliver 66. Okay, here we go. Bragging rights, 3,200 pound bracket class. Can you catch that Farmall 230? Enough for the win, and he is the winner of our 3,200 pound bracket class. Okay, I got to get ready for the 5,000 pound bracket class, so excuse me.